baby, I'm right here with Aristotle Investment.
Obviously, you would think I would Hey, what's up? It's your girl, Big Glow, and I'm right here with my boy Aristotle.
Let's get it.
He about to teach me about these dividends and saving money.
It's your boy DC Young Fly, man. I'm here with my boy Aristotle.
Shout out to Aristotle. I took his class.
Man, this dude is the truth, dog. He just put me on game on like investments, dividends, stock market.
I sit around with a bunch of my friends and we talk about stocks all day now.
Man, I'm telling you, man, it's crazy, stupid knowledge, you dig?
I've learned so much. Aristotle has put my trading level on top.
I done learned so much about stock trading, options in particular. It's really changed my whole life and concept about money and investing.
This dude taking people off the corner, man.
I can honestly just say that, like, before Aristotle, dude, I was trading off of impulse. A little bit of stuff I learned off of YouTube. But this package, it's the real deal. It'll get you trading off of real facts. You'll be able to back check, and you'll be able to know what you're doing, not just jump in because you think it's right.
I really should go check out their campaign if you really got something going on. Y'all know me, I'm trying to get my 100 M's any kind of way I can. Yep.
This is Aristotle Investments, and welcome to Stock Sundays, where I go over a recap of last week's top news you may have missed, option trade recaps and strategies I take, important data and earnings to look forward to, a watch list for next week, and if you stay to the end, I do a live Q&A and $200 Cash App giveaway, $50 to 4 people. Tap in. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Aristotle. All right. So last week was a crazy week, full of earnings. All right. So this week we probably gonna have a lot more earnings, but you know, well, not too many more earnings, but the earnings season is damn near over. But yeah, let's get right into it. I know y'all came here. Y'all came here to get these charting in, to get this watch list in. So we not gonna be too long with the news or recaps, anything. We gonna spend a little short period on that. Then we're gonna get right into the charting, and then we're gonna chart together. All right, we're gonna watch the market together. Let's get it. All right, first of all, tell me where y'all tapping in from. Everybody comment real quick, just like y'all always do. Tell me where y'all from and where y'all checking in from. Somebody said hello from Florida. They already know the drill. You know I gotta see where y'all from. Oh, y'all liking the drip? Y'all liking the shirt? Appreciate it. Let's see where we from. DC, Brooklyn, Laurel, Mississippi with the Honey Drip Gang. Let's get it. Appreciate that. New York, New Orleans, Miami, Tucker, Georgia. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to everybody here. Bama in the building. Los Angeles, Detroit. 813. I've heard of that. I'm not sure where that's at. I've heard of that area code. Queens, Atlanta. We tapping in from everywhere. All right. Shout out to everybody. Y'all know I love showing love. New Orleans, San Antonio, Florida, Grenada, Jamaica. Yeah, man. All right, let's get it. Let me show y'all what we working with. So we have recap of last week's news, recap of trades I took, biggest movers and losers, crypto news, data and important news, earnings, Sunday watch list. All right. Let's get right into it real quick. So, news recap. So, first of all, we're going to talk about how one of the largest companies make money. So, we're going to look at this graph and we're going to analyze this together, all right? So, revenue within quarter three. So, this is Apple quarter three. They bought in $81 billion. Now, somehow, some way, this $81.8 billion is going to turn into $20 billion. So they are bringing in 25%, which isn't bad, all right? So products, okay, 60 billion. All right, 39 billion in iPhones, MacBooks, iPads. So they make about 60 billion in products. All right, services, 21 billion. Okay, and then here are all the losses, of course, cost of revenue. So cost to make this, cost of revenue, 45.4 billion. And then you have operating expenses. Then we have products, services, all of that, taxes. So 2.9 billion in taxes, dang. All right, so a lot going on. And then this is pretty much what they bring in. So this is what they have. They have products and services for the most part. So this tells you what they sell. This is the revenue they bring in. And this is all the losses and stuff, the expenses, cost of revenue, things like that, right? And after that, so they bring in about 82 billion, net profit, roughly 20 billion, right? So that ain't bad, that ain't bad. Shout out to Apple, right? And then you have Apple, a little bit more about Apple. They brought in 10 billion in deposits, okay? And Apple currently has 166.5 billion in cash on its balance sheet. If that cash was a stock, it would be the 65th largest stock in the world. Nike market cap is 167 billion. So think about that. Apple Cash will rank above Wells Fargo and Disney and UPS and Caterpillar. That is insane. But when everyone has an iPhone, including the Wells Fargo worker, Disney worker, UPS worker, Caterpillar, it makes sense. And soon they're going to monopolize that game. So it's going to get crazy. All right, Microsoft, same thing, revenue, 56.2 billion. And how much do they keep? Now that is insane. So Apple made more, but Microsoft netted more. So that must mean these things are extra profitable, cost of revenue. That's why right here, because it costs 16.8 billion to generate this, and then operating expenses to operate the whole project. You have these, so, and then taxes. So yeah, it's a lot that goes off to make this. But I always look at this and then this. Net profit will always be what you want to take a look at the most. 36% margin, and Apple had 24%. Yep. So 24% margin. So that's pretty good. They have a great margin. So your margin, you see how, so your margin is pretty much the percentage after all of this. So this is the starting amount, and then this is the ending amount, and then they take the percentage pretty much. So we have cloud computing. Xbox was bringing in 14 billion every 3 months. All right. So this is Q4 for Microsoft, and that is insane. Let's see this. Let's look at Alphabet. Alphabet 74 billion, and they only bring in 18.4 billion. Okay, so that's not bad. So advertising, YouTube, Google Play, Google Cloud is bringing in 8 billion. These guys are just bringing in billions off just anything, and YouTube is bringing in 8 billion every 3 months. So that's just insane in itself. And then advertising makes the most. So they make more off just Google ads, but that could also pertain to YouTube as well. All right. So it's always good to look at some of these graphs and things like that and see how companies stack up. So for all of you, like, hold on, man, like, so for all of you looking at the money you have, you got to judge your money and yourself as a company. So do you keep at least 25 to 30% of your profits like the big companies do? I could tell you I do. So you got Microsoft, they keep 30% of their money in a quarter. So good companies keep at least a quarter of their profits, the best company, as you can see. And then Amazon, except Amazon, because too much overhead, 7 billion in profits. But I'm gonna be honest with you guys, Amazon is going to nuke the retail industry, the retail apocalypse. So physical stores, all of this is how they make their money, their revenue, and you can tell why, because the overhead of, shipping the packages out, all this stuff, and then buying the actual packages is just a lot. They have a lot more overhead than Microsoft, Google, and Apple, of course. But yeah, this is Amazon, and they only keep 5%. So that's too close to zero in my opinion. But I will say it's going to keep increasing over time, and it might be a bigger percentage year to date. This is just a quarter. It's just in a quarter. So it's just an example of how they make their money, if that makes sense. Where can I find how much each section? Thoughts on Disney? We'll go over that. So Amazon just announced it's rolling out its virtual health clinic service nationwide. All right, so that in itself, in my opinion, is something we need to look forward to. Amazon is just trying to come into every industry, but they're trying to come into the software industry, the virtual industry. So watch out for that. I believe Amazon I do believe they'll be able to make some disruptions. Meta is preparing to launch a range of AI-powered chatbots that exhibit different personalities as soon as next month. So now Meta is stepping into ChatGPT. So Mark Zuckerberg said, you know what, since Google and Microsoft is, fighting over who's going to be the world AI, little do they know I'm coming in. So shout out to Mark Zuckerberg. Honestly, my favorite CEO of all time, just my personal CEO. And on top of that, I can only rock with somebody who has personally made me money. How can Elon Musk be my favorite? He has never made me money. Instagram, Facebook has made me money. And it has been making me money since 2016, really before that. Because I was selling shoes really 2014. So how can I, and then Google as well. So how can I pay homage to Elon Musk when there's Mark Zuckerberg? And I feel like anybody who pays homage to Elon Musk over Mark Zuckerberg, but making money off Mark Zuckerberg platform are hypocrites. Just my opinion. I get it, Elon Musk made more money, but what has he done for me? You get what I'm saying? Let's get into these recaps. Not necessarily some recaps, but one member made 26K in just 1 week, so that's dope. Account up 233%. This is Honey Drip Network, not playing. Nice to Dow the investor, 26K. All right, so this is dope. Account up 233%, and then I'm actually flying this guy out to meet him. So you guys are going to see content on that. I'm going to meet this guy. He's been a long time Honey Drip member, and he is up 200,000 in 6 months. So I remember he got in a lot of leaps. He got in a lot of stuff, and he bought a lot of the dip as well as me. We're both in Ford. You see he's in Ford. I'm in some of that Ford. We're in Microsoft, Tesla. I didn't get a chance to get in Mara, but I'm definitely in AMD. Oh, he's in Sophie. Nice. So if you guys want to participate in this always sells out every time we do this Stock Sundays. To get in our chat for a trial, I can't wait to start trading tomorrow. We live trade every single day, and it comes with exclusive courses, 5 hours worth of training. So if you guys want lots of hours worth of training on the house, that comes with that too. Pre-market webinar each day, exclusive Q&A sessions, text signals, and channel for small account growth. All right. So click the link in the description, and the first 100 people will get it for $25, and you'll be able to trade with us. And even if you don't place a trade, at least come get the knowledge for cheap. Something you'll pay thousands for. All right. So let's get it. Let's get right into everything. Biggest movers and losers. All right. So the biggest movers of the large cap was ANET, CAT, Amazon. Nice. I love Amazon, by the way. They're going to nuke the retail sector. And a few others, good names, but you always want to look at these names. We'll go check these guys out, except PayPal. Airbnb, Apple. I'm not really a fan of Airbnb. Apple, I am a fan of. Uber, I am a fan of. Oh yeah, Uber just dropped. That's the one we want on the dip. This is perfect. Apple and Uber. And CRM drop. All right, so let's go do some research after this. And then data and important news. Next week, we have consumer credit on Monday, wholesale inventory, trade balance, census, nothing on Wednesday. CPI on Thursdays. Here we go with this again. Weekly unemployment claims. So Wednesday is probably going to be choppy because of this. We're going to see, though. University of Michigan index. So yeah, Thursday would be the one. CPI, Consumer Price Index. All right. And then earnings, we'll go over that. I think I forgot to put the earnings on there. Let's go straight to the watch list. Actually, my boy Felony probably put it in the group chat. Let's go look. More than watch list. He usually does. Nah, he didn't. But we can go over the earnings real quick. So earnings for this week. Maybe Seeking Alpha have us a good earnings calendar. It's ugly, but you know, it'll do. So what week are we on? What is today? August 6th. So we are in the 6th. So we got that's not given. Okay, here we go. This is the 7th. We have, this isn't as good as organized as the E-Whispers. I ain't gonna lie. We're gonna have to go to E-Whispers. Whispers real quick. I forgot to put the one on the Sunday watch list. Twitter usually has it. Not now. All right. The X platform turned into crap. I'm not playing any earnings, so we don't even, who cares about this, honestly, but we'll go straight to the watch list. And we'll post the earnings in the group chat. Join for free, and if you know where to find them. So anyway, let's go to the watch list, y'all. Let's go to the most important part. All right. Let's go to the fun part. All right, so now we see, for one, Apple was on a dip. We finally got us a pullback. Now, granted, I want you guys to understand something. If we fill this gap right here, that would be dope. So we're going to see next week, we got this little gap to fill down below. So if we go fill that, that'll be dope. And then we still have a gap up here. We are coming here eventually. So this is just the first pullback. So it's almost about that time to buy that dip. I ain't even going to lie. And Apple, in my personal opinion, Apple dip is meant to be bought. Oh, look, and it's retesting. Oh, yeah. Apple dip. Look, this was all-time highs. Apple broke all-time highs. Now coming back to retest right here. I might have bought some Apple calls. I ain't even gonna lie. We might have to swing some of this after earnings. If it don't gap up, if it gaps down a little bit, then this thing is is retesting right here. I think it's about time to buy the dip. I'm saying buy the dip on Apple. I'm going to bank on this. I'm going to bank on this. Now, granted, if it drops below, then we could use a stop loss. But I think it's a buy here. It's breaking retest of all-time highs. All right. I like it. Breaking retest of all-time highs. Meta is just going to. Microsoft, another one that if it breaks this support, then cool. But honestly, we're at a standpoint. Let me get these two EMAs off real quick and we'll add them. I'm liking Apple already though. Apple would be my top one to watch. I'm going to wait and see what the market does, but I'm thinking about buying a dip on Apple. Apple might be something I just end up buying. Now, if it sinks some more, then cool. I personally think it's time to buy the dip on a lot of these stocks. But if they can dip lower, that would be amazing. Nvidia had this triangle on a 4-hour. And it's crazy because I really wanted to buy this pullback. Had this triangle here on the 4-hour, broken retest. You see that? It broke the triangle, retested this support. So let's make this red so I can show you. So it broke downward on the triangle, came back, retested, fell. So it could keep coming down. Like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if stocks go lower. We shall see though. But Nvidia is also holding up this section right here though. So that's something to keep an eye on. Broke, retested, bounced, did a little triangle here, then retested, still kind of in this level. So You know, you see things on a lower time frame. AMD still chopping in this level, still in this little zone here. I'm waiting on AMD to come back to this level, but it never did. This box, I was gonna buy up in that area. Let's see. This is Google. I mean, it's Google. I told people down here when we were buying, we bought Google Leaps down here. I said, hey, it's Google, buy it. Who is this? Shopify. I'm not as big on and Disney. I'm not as big on Disney. I hope will recover. They've been holding these lows for a minute. It breaks these lows, it could be terrible. And then Disney, did they have earnings yet? August 9th. So Disney, yep. So Disney is the one that I think would be the one to watch out for. I think Disney would be the one. Let me see on Instagram real quick. All right, let's see if we got. All right, let me see earnings. Here we go. I don't give a damn. I don't care. Just give me that. All right. I'm not logged in. I wish they would show me. All right, they won't show me that calendar. I should have screenshotted it and took a picture of it, but yeah, Disney has earnings. Netflix look like a Head and Shoulders. This don't look too good right here. Look like a Head and Shoulders right here forming, but then that's a gap down, so never mind. But we shall see. PayPal is done for. PayPal, in my opinion, is a dead company. I told people I'm out of this stock. Whenever PayPal and Square rose again, I took profits up here. I told people I'm out of PayPal and Square. These two are just, when it popped, I told people, hey, I'm not trusting that. These things won't recover to highs ever again. These are the creators of Cash App. Square isn't coming back up here. PayPal isn't coming back up here. PayPal might turn into a penny stock or like something like some bullshit, to be honest. Who is this? SQ, Roku. Roku trash too. Roku is a terrible company. Will not, in my opinion, succeed at all. QCOM can barely. Let's go look at QCOM's data. Somebody said, I put the link in the comments, fam. Let me go see. Somebody give me the eWhispers link to give me the picture. Somebody give me the eWhispers link. I can't get they calendar for nothing. Earnings link. eWhispers. Motherfucking crazy people. Let me see if they got their earnings calendar right here. Let's see. Okay, so we just gonna play with the earning. I should have put this on here at first. All right, let's see. This can't be it. Why is it so hard to get these earnings calendar to get Google? And then you can't even get them off. Let's see if it's on here. Finally, so it was on StockTwits. About time. So here we go. When is this Disney? Disney reports on the 9th. I don't see them on here though, but UPS. Oh, here we go, the red one. Yeah, Disney. This is gonna be the biggest one. This one is gonna be a telltale all. They might beat though, because of all these I might do a small call on them. I never miss on. Now, one thing I can say is Disney earnings be hitting. Nothing really to see. This was not even no point of bringing up, honestly. Took forever to get this thing to pull up, but Disney, I think they're going to go up. We shall see, though. I mean, their part numbers declined and everything, though. We do know that. Now, one thing I will say, I ain't going to say that because they part numbers. I do know their numbers aren't as good as, years ago, but they might certainly make more than they made last quarter. They're going to make more money than they made last quarter. Everything also looks kind of like choppy at this point. Yeah, I don't really like. I like this though. I like Wells Fargo. This might be one of my favorites. We got a bull flag here. So yeah, I like Wells Fargo. We got a bull flag here. We got 1,000 people watching at once. Shout out to all 1,000 people. So this one might go. Wells Fargo, and let's see where it says it's going. I would guarantee to that green line. So it's saying that Wells Fargo is coming back to 51.4. It's saying that's where it's coming. That's what it's saying. That's what this bull flag thing is saying. It's coming actually past that. So it's saying it's coming here to this green line. We shall see. So I like Wells Fargo. I can write that down. That might be something we could swing. It might not be a bad idea. Bank of America. Huh. Ooh, bullish engulfing. Right below here. Not really, but okay, bullish engulfing at this support though. Actually, these banks might not be bad. I might try them. Could be good for a small account swing. So another bull flag. Goldman Sachs. So banks are flagging. This is something we need to watch out for. Banks are flagging. Bullish flagging at that. I like this. Goldman Sachs and Wells Fargo calls bull flags. I ain't gonna lie, that could be a good risk reward. And stop loss below here, why not? I think, yeah, why not? Hell no, I like that. Ain't no think. Goldman Sachs for sure coming here. And they the ones who manage the Apple. The $10 billion got from Apple. Costco. I like banks, Wells Fargo and Goldman Sachs. I'm gonna write that down. Wells Fargo, Goldman Sachs. Calls I'm looking at potentially. Surprised this fell down so low. Let's bring up the MAs. Delta. I ain't gonna lie though, I slick want to buy the dip on Delta. They went all the way up to 49. They got earnings September, not anytime soon. I'm gonna go look up their data. UPS. UPS has earnings pretty soon, but if UPS drops, I buy the dip. If UPS drops, I should have bought the dip on FedEx. Because it just makes sense, man. Whenever FedEx or UPS drops, buy the dip. Packaging is just something that we're going to need. Coca-Cola came back down. I'm not really a fan of Pepsi. EA is trash. I'm just going down the list. Who is this? Looks like a bull flag here. Terrible ass price action though. United Health, terrible price action. Hate it. CVS will get killed by Amazon. Pfizer never will reach COVID levels. Eli Lilly is pretty good though. They're pretty good. It's just hard to catch them on a dip. Johnson & Johnson, I bought long term. So my whole analysis on the market is we're prepared for anything. What is this, McDonald's? Trash. McDonald's honestly could be a good short, long short. American Airlines better than Southwest. I'll tell you that in spirit. But it ain't fucking with Delta. Trying to see something real quick. GM. Now this doesn't look too good right here. This looks like a Head and Shoulders forming. One more shoulder, if this thing bounces again and it falls, this thing could look bad. Could chop around, but in my honest opinion, GM is coming, could come back up here, especially when them EVs hit. So especially if they compete with Tesla in any way, Ford, GM. Now granted, Tesla is going to print when these guys do, you know, when all these electric vehicles. So for all of you, let's go back to Tesla real quick. I told people if Tesla gets down to 240, it's a buy. That would be my favorite buy, the 240 area, this whole little box area. We can get one more drop down. In my opinion, that might be your last chance. So I told people 240, 220 are my next ads for Tesla. When I say ads, I mean like large ads. Whenever 2024, 2025 comes, this is like a 2-year play, Tesla. If you can get back in here, I got in down here, but during when this shit did this, I should have really loaded up after this, but it was kind of hard to trust because it needed to break this right here, this line right here. So now that we broke this and we're down from here, it's about time to buy. But in my honest opinion, I already know Tesla is coming back up here to 400s. That's no doubt. Tesla is at 250 right now. 240 is my favorite adding point. And it's coming back up here. If not now, 2024 or 2025, this thing is coming. All right. And we know this. This isn't something like that's a guess. This isn't something like this is in my opinion, is guaranteed within the next, at least the next 5. So you got to think about how long do you like to invest, especially long-term investing. If you're investing for the next 5 years, then you're golden. This is a great way to park your cash. Now, granted, if I were Tesla, I would get even more ahead of the game. I'll keep building more and more charging stations. But you got to think, Mercedes-Benz is going to use Tesla's charging station, which is going to cost. GM is going to use Tesla's charging station. Ford, pretty much everybody. And these are just lines that I draw. All right, folks. And I don't really too much. Apple looks pretty good here, though. I ain't gonna lie. Looks like Apple looks good here. Wouldn't be surprised if it came down some more, but it looks good here for a break and retest of that. Apple below 200 is still a steal. If you can get it in the 170s, it's at the 180s now, but if you can get in the 175s, 150s, 160s, 175s, I would say the 170s is definitely a buy. 180 isn't the sexiest buy, but because it's still above all-time highs, as you can see, but it's still worth the risk. And I won't say worth the risk, but I got an Apple down here. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Y'all know me. I got an Apple, somewhere in this range down here. But if you can get into 175, that would be even better, in my opinion. But I can only speak for me. I ain't tripping. I'm in this shit long term. I plan on, if they come down to 175, I'll add for sure. Even at this 180 area, it looks good. It's, you know, but you can average down here. This right here though is where I would add long term, and then just let it ride until this bull market is done. So this bull market is going to keep running, in my opinion. This is just a simple pullback for the rich to get richer, so they can load up and buy some more. Just letting y'all know that. All right. So hope you guys had a good day. Make sure you guys check out Honey Drip Network. You guys already know what it is, and if you're trying to learn, make sure you guys sign up for the mentorship. All right. So for all of you trying to learn day trading for cheap, this is the last time it'll ever be $770. After that, it'll be $1,000, because I'll have a sales team to be able to. So yes, 4 weeks of live training, two classes per week, 30 days of live trading. So you're going to watch us trade every day. 2 weeks of Q&A. So 6 sessions, 3 sessions per week, and then equals that profitable trader. All right, this is the last time it'll be this. If you guys really want to get into this, you guys, I'll send this link right here, and yeah, you guys can get in. In fact, I'll get you guys the link straight from the Discord. I think I already posted it. Here we go. All right, let me see. And I'll post it in the so yeah, we only have 50 slots left. So if you guys really want to join in right now, and it's only 50 slots left. I posted it in the comments there. So it's 300 people per slot. We sold 250 so far. So next month it'll be well over $1,000. So this is your last chance to ever be able to get it for $770 if you're trying to hurry up and learn quickly. And it comes with all of this. So if you guys are very interested in learning, we have 50 slots left, and we already sold 250. Classes start in 4 days. So yep, actually in 2 days. So yep, we got 50 slots left. Classes start in 2 days. Make sure you grab yours, and we'll see you guys there. And next month, it'll be over $1,000 to even get mentorships. So this is the last time it'll be this cheap. And like I said, 4 weeks of training, 2 classes per week, 30 days of live trading, profitable trader. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Make sure you guys check it out. And I love all of you guys. Thank you for participating, all 1,000 of you. God bless you, and it means everything to me. All right.